Okay, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for stopping by, being here, tuning in. What's going on, KHG? Um, so they're eyeing a specific type of actress to play Zelda. Wait, who's doing the movie? And like, who's the studio? I wouldn't put my money on it, but I'll just say y'all always pick up the weirdest stories. Welcome to the stream. So I changed some things and I updated some stuff, and I don't know if necessarily it's going to be well tonight, but we're going to try to make it through as best as we can. So it's a little bit Valkyria side mission done, I believe. Valrika. I gotta start practicing these names. The director from the Maze Runner, Ayomo Zaval. Yeah, I don't know about these people. I never follow producers and stuff like that. I just don't do it. But I would personally, I would say just wait to see the information that comes out, because it seems like every time I turn around, it always seems to be some stuff that y'all are bringing to my attention that is pretty wild. I don't know if they are. I'm curious as to. I'm curious. I have no idea. But if it comes out that way, I'm not too sure how successful they will be. But every studio is essentially welcome to their own devices. But I'd rather not go into potentials, possibly, or specifically eyeing or whatever, because ain't nothing set in stone. So I'd just rather keep it moving. So now, let me go to my story. See what I got going on. I could get, since I got Zinni, probably hop on the boat and go down through the wormhole, because all that's left for our party would be, it would be my homegirl Cheryl and then Kina. Those are the only ones that are left, I believe. Oh wait, and that other guy too. So we've got to figure it out. Now, I don't know, man. Like I just gonna put it this way, like I can't get too involved with that because it ain't like you're gonna be seeing coochie. So like, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. None. Let's go down, and I think there might be some side quests. Yeah, there's probably a few. Let me see if I could catch at least a couple.
Wish I could board the Uzra again. Huh? You'll really let me on board? Grab some friends and head over.
Okay, so that's one. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Almost there. Just a little more. Oh, it's you.
I don't know if that feedback is healthy to be like, don't bring a trans person in. I think that just kind of, personally, in my opinion, I think that's really kind of low ball. I don't feel like that shouldn't be part of it. If you want to, if folks want to get on, let's say, maybe the design, maybe something, maybe what his story, something like that, I can get down with. But this is literally just an attack on somebody's sexual identity or whatever they are. I'm not a fan of that.
It's a materia dampening device.
Like, let it be something else. Let it be something else.
Ease, even in heavily infested areas.
It does sound convenient.
I'm going to need a few more materia samples to finalize the calibrations.
I'm not saying I'm interested in the movie. I have no idea about it. I'm just, like, I never knew they was doing a Zelda movie. I'm just finding out for the first time.
Let's see.
But I'm the type of dude, I'd rather just see, I guess, a trailer and kind of go from there.
I could use samples of both. as well as highly
But granted, this is
concentrated
coming from a
material.
guy that I don't
Any
consider
samples
any
from
Nintendo
southern
character
forest
fine as I
to
don't
the
know
East
what.
Fence
Like I don't
Mountain, and from the heart of
I
the
don't think Peach.
infestation
I'm sorry, I
south
don't
of the
think Peach is
Northwest.
attractive. I don't think Zelda's attractive.
Bacteria samples from
I don't
multiple
think
places?
Sheik, and
Yes,
obviously that's a
you
Zelda,
will.
but I don't think that's attractive. I don't really consider it Samus outside the suit to be attractive. I don't. There's nothing that I would consider. I know somebody going to probably come and be like, "Oh, what about Bayonetta?" Not my kind of cup of tea. But you know, I got no like hands in the boat. Like I got no. It just I don't know how to put it. Like it doesn't. I don't know why it just don't connect with me. Okay, so where we going? Collect 3 more material samples. City of Water. I do hope though that folks figure something out. Taking the material samples, at least the extra one's got to be in here somewhere. You consider Vakrika and the woman from FS16 Beach? Yeah, I do. That's different from saying, like what I said earlier, which is I don't have a leg in the boat when it comes to Zelda because I don't consider her attractive. There hasn't been nothing that's come out to make me feel differently. Same thing with Peach. Same thing with any other Nintendo lady that they have, even Samus, outside of the suit. So I don't like that stuff to me. I don't really necessarily care too much. I'm surprised.
Let's get this over with.
I'm curious how people be finding this stuff out, but I wouldn't say that it's the right thing to do to do that. I'm just more so specifically saying that I have no information as far as like the storylines of why they decided to go down this route. Not necessarily trying to pander to certain people or anything. Like once again, I have no leg in the race.
Abandoned ship!
It's just more so I'm kind of curious as far as what is this new thing? I mean, obviously it's been around for a while, but it just seems like anytime I hear about a movie or whatever, it's always this conspiracy theory or this person being taught to this. You don't never get anything that's just okay. Here's the movie. Here's what it's about, and there's no noise around it. It's always some weird noise. Lilo and Stitch was another one that got some noise. It's so much noise, and it's like,
Here we go.
dang, can't someone just come out and just not have like no noise anymore and just kind of just put out there, hey, this is us, this is what we do. I don't know. That's my 2 cents. That's all. I don't know if the movie's gonna be good. I don't know if it's gonna be bad. I don't know.
Look, another comrade.
Does you care about movie? IGN posted another movie long ago. It was the April movie.
Let's take our comrades back
I know
to
people
base.
care about the. I know people care. If this person,
Everything
let's just
should
say
be
this person
okay
is.
now.
Let's just go out on a limb. Just all right. This
We
person
found
is,
you. We found
and she
you.
kills the. He whatever
I've heard of
kills the role,
bacteria before, but I
knocks
had
it out of
no
the park.
idea it was so
Right? Because
revolting.
crying out loud, Zelda
In
and
fact,
and,
I think
and Link
the
barely
mere
ever
sight
is
of it
ever in a
drained
relationship,
my
so ain't really
batteries.
showing nothing.
Thank you
Let's
for
just say she
getting me
knocks it
over
out the
there.
park.
I
EG
hope
whatever
this will
knocks it
help
out the
you
park.
find our friends. We are
Would it still
counting
be
on
an
you.
issue?
Do not worry. I assure you that we will locate
Yeah,
our
but
missing
once again,
comrades.
they're not doing the original film over. I think people get a little crazy with that. No different from the Resident Evil reboots. Like they're not doing the original. They are doing like a quote unquote reboot or some revisioning of it, whatever they want to label it as. But it's not a one-to-one kind of situation. They're not retelling the same exact story. I say the theme is the same, but they'll have different types of stuff, maybe meanings and things. And last time I checked, when it went through the box office, supposedly was highly successful. Once again, it seems like you have an audience that are, let's say, hardcore, or at least grew up with things and they knew what things were. And then you have a separate audience that are general people that just seem to not care for whatever. I have no idea. And I think that's where it gets really dicey. Because, for instance, all this stuff is really important. And I agree it's important, right?
That is worrisome. We must find
I
the
don't know
treasure.
how it's bumming in and out.
Or else.
Hold on, let me say something. Am I okay with a Mel Zelda? I don't, but once again, it's a mix. Like, I know what you're saying. It's just, once again, like, I could care, it doesn't really matter to me because I'm not necessarily, I don't look at that. I never looked at that. Like, I'm not interested into, so I'm just not interested. You know, if it was more so, if you asked me, would I be interested in a Mel Jill, like Final Fantasy 16? I'll tell you no. I'll tell you no. But that's what I mean. Like, I don't have a leg in that race, in that one particular race. It's just, it has it been confirmed? Does this person even have the role? Or because last time I checked, it was said they was considering. I get it though, that just like my bullet point gospel. I think that's more of an issue if Ganondorf doesn't have a look, doesn't have a look. I think that's more of an issue to me. But like, I understand. It's just, I don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I watch at the same time so I can see what's going on. Okay, because I really don't want to end because of this. All right, cool. They're eyeing. So let them eye, let them figure out what they want to do, see what's going on. And then if it comes down to a point where it's like, okay, this is where we're going to go with, and people have these ties, then sure, no problem. Go ham and completely, if people feel like they want to, try to burn the house down if they want. You know, it's the business. Okay, cool, no problem. But I don't even know what kind of story we getting. Like, I really have no idea. I think if you have a Zelda come out, right, she's cloaked, or whatever, cloaked. And much like how it was in Ocarina of Time a little bit. And let's say you get down towards like the end and they show themselves to be Zelda, right? And that face is super ultra strong, like my face, and you just put a wig on. I think that would be different. That would be kind of different. I think a lot of people are going to sit up there and go really, really upset about that. But I can't, for right now, it's just, I have no idea. Yeah, people vote for their wallets at the end of the day, but once again, it's like, folks got this weird thing going on where it's like, death to Ubisoft, death to EA, death to all these companies. People be working at these places. Like, I think it's one thing to want to see better, but at the same time, like, to be wishing death upon people and wishing for people to lose their jobs and all this other crazy stuff. It's like, it's wild to me. Like, and then games come out all the time and they're being like, and they can provide good stuff and folks don't necessarily care enough because it's not big enough, and it blows my mind. But I'm always on the camp, just wait and see what happens, follow up with the story. Don't make something crazy before the thing even comes out. It's nice to provide feedback, but man, like, I hope the feedback don't become based around hate because of something that that was said considering. Somebody may have some ties, but nobody really has concrete information. I think the one for Sonic was fine because Sonic was like more about his design, the way how he looked, which is not specifically exclusively to, it's been done before. People complain about Sonic's in his design oftentimes. So, that's fine to me. And they say gamers are rich because we're not buying this stuff. I'm not going to sit there and say that. I am going to say, look, okay, so people are tired of trans stuff. Guess what? I'm tired of seeing the same old white dude in the same main role, and then they try to, let's say, split it up by having different ladies or other different type of people that are a separate color and keep the main white dude as the same dude. Literally the same dude we've been playing with for generations, for a long while now. But hey, it's been accepted. So I'm going to sit up and say a lot of things can change, but there's so many games out there, a lot of games that comes out that don't even have trans people in it. A lot of games that come out that don't even have, they're not diversified like that. You know, it's just kind of, gaming is a big space. I'm not going to say that it's been overrun by woke nonsense. I think that's a foolish thing to say. What I do believe is that people gotten a little bit way too deep, and two, creators got a little bit way too sensitive or way too aware of, let's say, stuff is going on and trying to cater to that stuff because we are having people coming up. So there's brand new individuals coming into gaming, younger folks who probably don't give too much of a crap about what everybody else is speaking on, and all they just want to do is play games and have fun. Just like how Call of Duty is still important to a lot of people. People complain about Call of Duty like crazy. Other folks say, screw y'all, I'm gonna play it anyway. And that's how it is. I know about Dragon Age Veilguard. I heard about it. I went wanting to play it. A friend of mine was playing, and I asked him, he said he liked it. I think a lot of people are way too into, let's say somebody identified him, her, she, him, whatever. Like, it doesn't bother me. I could care less. Fun fact for me. The original Dragon Age was the one I liked the most. I didn't like the second one, and I wasn't into Inquisition, but I'm very interested to see what the new one does. Outside of that, I have no idea how else to put it, because I mean, it's easy to pick certain things, but once again, like, people have Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 12 featured, who's this one dude? And he's a male, but he has a very flamboyant personality. I forgot what his name was. Well, we're fine with that, right? We're fine with it. So I mean, I don't know. I'm also kind of tired of what people are tired of. Like, ultimately, because there's so many games out there, from indies to big releases and stuff like that. It's like people are deliberately looking for something to get like crazy, get pissed about. And I understand it, but some things don't even come out yet, and people can still get pissed. So it's just, I don't know. Dragon Age requires you to be non-binary. That's unfortunate for them. That's unfortunate for them. Hey, some games require you that you have to be a white male. Some games require you that you have to be a woman to play, because the game is based on those things. I don't know the whole mindset behind it. Once again, I have no idea why people want to get involved into doing that. I don't know why it's important to incorporate pronouns. I don't care why people actually care for pronouns, because it doesn't matter. I think the most important thing that you have is your first and your last name, because that's what you're going to be judged on. You're not going to be judged on your pronouns. You're going to be judged on your first and your last name. So, once again, I don't really necessarily care too much when it comes down to it, but I'm aware that it triggers people. Like, a pronoun, she, him, her, they, whatever, is triggering the folks. And I will never understand why. I always looked at it as childish. Like, I'm sorry to the world, but I really personally do feel the use of pronouns is pretty childish, because I don't know what the purpose is for it. And I think people that get upset about it is also childish, because I don't understand what's the reason to get upset about it. Both situations to me makes no sense. It's so irrelevant. I mean, using pronouns ain't going to help you get a job. Using pronouns ain't going to help you save more money in your bank account. Using pronouns ain't going to help you put food on the table. As a girl in video games, because girls are getting back then with badasses. Girls are gaming the badasses right now. I mean, people love that Expedition 33. They got some badasses up in there. There's other games that got badass women going on. Have anybody played The Legend of Heroes? People can start there. You can find them everywhere. What the heck am I doing? That's serious. You could literally find them everywhere. And there are games I don't mind quote playing with women. I got no issues with it. No issues. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, let's go back. Okay, hopefully this starts working well. But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know why pronouns would make somebody feel better. Like, I don't know if the company themselves, when they decide to go and put these games in, like, I don't know who you're catering to. I don't know when somebody hears pronouns to then decide to themselves, like, this actually makes me feel fulfilled in myself. Like, I have no idea why that would even exist. Like, it makes no sense to me. I would have no idea why, because people would then feel that way that it does, because something is literally missing inside. And then for people to get upset about it, there's something literally missing inside. Like, there's no winning. There's no winning on either side.
Time to pull back.
I got Keena and Cheryl. Okay, so I got to go and rescue them because I keep forgetting about it. It's all a fad. I think there's a lot of things that are to be considered fad. Like, it's just, I don't know. I think maybe at some point, I think people just figured out it triggered some folks and decided to run with it. I don't know. It may not be the stuff that people want to hear, but I've never been the type of brother to tell you things that you always wanted to hear. I just tell you things that I just kind of feel as though that's just, in my mind, is it's just right. Like, always just tell her like how it is. And I would love to tell the rest of the world. I think it's time to start actually growing up and just like, hey, like, I understand people got issues and beef with stuff, but it's so irrelevant to today and then for tomorrow. I don't know. But whatever company is out there looking to do it, I hope they have their reasons, and I hope it brings them some type of joy.
The bacteria researcher needed a sample that feeds on human senses, yes?
Yeah, let's take some of this. Okay, let's go get the next sample.
Maybe I've just gotten too old. That's just probably what it is.
By the sand sea.
I've been saying bad words was okay, but now people are sensitive. It's just like going backwards. Oh, well, I mean, there's a whole lot of backwards we've been going down, and there's a whole lot of acceptance of things from other different individuals, and we got a whole lot of backwards going on. It's a lot of contradictions coming out. I'm just going to throw that out there. A lot of contradictions. Back then, was it okay? Yeah, sure. But also back then, way back in the day, it was completely fine for people to, let's say, throw off their shirts and flash people, right? Now we don't look as high up on it. People have a little bit more better standards. It does happen. Way back in the day, some people were shackled up and that was fine for them. But we have grown up throughout time. I don't know, though, if it's always the right approach. Like now, when it comes to pronouns, that the path that people decide to take is better at large for individuals in their mindset. We have situations with women, we have situations with guys. A lot of guys are sitting out there committing suicide. People talk about a loneliness epidemic. People, for whatever reason, don't have hobbies anymore. Folks nowadays are so busy prioritizing their own visual presentation in the mirror compared to somebody else's so they can look better or at least feel better about themselves. There's so many things that's going on right now that if I had all the answers, my name would be Journey Jesus. And I am most definitely ain't no Jesus. I'm just regular Journey. So that's all I can tell you. If people will wake up, it would be nice if people wake up. We'll have a different situation going on. Companies get better. You could throw out the pronouns because it ain't gonna kill nobody. So I do like in the Avowed, you do have an option of, let's say, enabling it if you want to. If you don't, cool, no problem. Just leave it off like how I did because it doesn't make any sense. I don't care for it. For somebody that does, and it really is very important to them that I get to put in pronoun he, she, they, them, whatever. Cool, no problem. If I ever going to put a pronoun in something, it's going to be Illuminati Journey. Identify as the Illuminati. I'm playing. But regardless, though, I just think I don't know. I don't know. It's funny though. Oh man, but if they try to take my Jill FS16 and try to make her a dude, and then try to get me a freaking cutscene between the dude and Cloud, nah, B, I'm out. I'm out. I'm clocking out. But I didn't like what 16 had done. What you had Bahamut and his let's say his lover, because you know Bahamut the dominant and his lover. You got that before you got Cloud and Jill. I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, why should I even care about their relationship? This don't make no sense to me. This just came out of nowhere, and I'm watching this whole. I get like 5 minute like kind of monologue of them like touching up and getting up in the. I'm giving Cloud and Jill. I think a lot of people felt that way though.
Sail for pain.
Like they say, there are options about it, but yeah, I know. But once again, I think somebody tried to explain to me before, because this is while I was on Twitch, and it was talking to me about, somebody was saying cis this, cis. I'm like, what the hell is cis? I think it was the CIS. I'm like, what is this, an episode? Like, you know, because I think there was a show on regular television. It was called CIS. I don't know what it was, but it was CIS. It's like, no, cis, like, and it's some identification. Like, what's all this? Like, I really don't know what's all this. And then it got so complicated, my brain just clogged out, and I'm like, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm sorry, like, I don't, look, I try my best. I honestly, wholeheartedly, generally try my best. But it is not. I'm just gonna say no. So can I do a quick? Of course I can't do it quick, but somehow this dude with the key is faster than my. Get out of here. Yo, HJ, what's going on, G? Thank you so much for stopping by, being and tuning in. How you holding up? You gonna run? No, punk. All right.
Abandoned ship.
So I'm doing good. I can't complain at all, really. I'm ready for geared up, ready to spend my $500. I'm supposed to have some coming through, but I don't believe that it's going to be delivered or probably given. So, worst case scenario, I'm just going to go down 2 minutes down to my Costco's and see if they got it there. Oh, here. You go into your settings. So, hold on, let me move my camera real quick. So, right here in your main menu, right, you go down to your settings. And then in your settings, you go down to config. And then you scroll all the way down till you see battle music. And then you have options between Final Fantasy 16, the remaster, rebirth, remake, Downtrail, and Endwalker. Which Endwalker and Downtrail is Final Fantasy 14, the MMO. It's not bad. They're pretty okay soundtracks. And obviously the original for the game. But I really do like 16, so that's why I kind of have it here for now. I mean, I've been falling asleep a little bit, so it really does wonderful. Especially when I get in a boss battle. Music just keep me up and I'm like, yeah, baby, yeah. That's how I feel. It's good. Like, the game is good. This is done by, I believe, they're saying the original creators of Final Fantasy. And then this is Nobuo Uematsu's last game before, I think, his retirement. So, if you're interested and you do like a Final Fantasy thing, this is pretty good. But I'll most definitely recommend it. It's pretty cool. I appreciate Kingdom Hearts Gamer for gifting me the game. I think I'm still chopping in and out. I see with my camera. I don't know what the heck's going on. There's mobile things going on. I gotta fix stuff. This is good. Ends trans operations for all patients below 19 years old. I feel like, once again, I'm more of a camp where if the parents want it, parents can do what they want. Like, that's the parents. I kind of feel like when a certain side says less government involvement, that should be included too. You can't be selective about what you want to be involved in and not. So, for me, like I said, I wouldn't do it for my kids. But if somebody wants to do it for theirs, go. That's your thing. I would not, under any circumstances, let governments or whatever try to tell me what I can and can't do with my kids. Or, obviously outside of like situations like abuse. So yeah.
Let's get this over with.
I wonder if I turn my camera off, would it make everything better? That's something I haven't considered. I might do it. I don't want to go back to my gaming PC to start streaming there. I really don't. Also in battles, you could change music. Okay, while you in battle or in a boss, I have to make sure I check all that. So yeah, like,
Let's get this over with.
Time to pull back.
I get it. It's just as a person, I'm very, obviously, folks, y'all know I'm a good dude, but I'm very kind of, I'm not gonna say stuck in my ways, but I'm like not affected by many things. Many things don't affect me like that because it's just so, it takes away from the actual real point. Like if I'm looking at a game, is the game fun to play? Like how's the battle system like? What's the storyline like? And that's why when whatever happened in 16 happened between Bahamut and his dominant, I'm like, what's the real stuff here? You know, like at the end of the day, you're showing me this and for what do I need this for? Especially this long. Like I can tell the dude has his own thing going on. Happy for them. Congratulations. I hope they have a happy life. But why do I technically need this? Because it doesn't add anything towards Clive and Jill and, you know, other individuals that are there. Like, so I don't know. Obviously there's some pandering going on, but it's been like that for a long time in gaming. It's just now people see it with things they don't want to see, like a character that may look like me or somebody else that have a different kind of sexuality, whatever the case may be. Now all of a sudden things are a problem. That's why I have an issue with. I don't know, because I played so many games and it's just kind of like I haven't seen as much as I guess as y'all have seen. And so like I didn't get a chance to play with Dragon Age. Let me see. Warp or not story. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Matter of fact, there's this game called Celeste. That full set of choice told me to get into. This is a long time ago that I ended up playing. And when I was playing, I was like, because the game was pretty dope. And one person told me that the main character was trans. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And just kept playing, and the game was fun. Like I had a lot of fun with playing it. It was hard as heck, but it was fun. It was one of those platforming games where if you mess up once, you kind of like you screwed up, you're dead. But I had a lot of fun playing it. It was pretty cool. To preach, I'm a type of dude. I play so much, and it just all that stuff just blows right past me because I have no idea. I don't get so crazy involved into who's making it, who's producing it, cast for, let's say, voice acting, their backgrounds and various stuff like that. It just don't bother me. It don't make me want to invest more into a game. Actually, to be open and honest with you, hearing the other stuff, like some of the stuff you're talking about, actually gets me more invested to actually want to play the game. Because then sometimes I'll go ahead and I'll hear something. All right, cool. Let me see what this is about. Play a game. All of a sudden, it's just like it's fun. And I'm like, you know, if I listen to people with those type of mindsets, I would have never played the Unit Chronicle 100 Heroes. And it's one of my favorite games that came out this generation. Yeah, people play games for fun, have a long day unwind. People want to also play games. I tend to play games because I like to get involved in the world, because I have an artist mindset, and I love to evaluate things. Even when I'm outside doing my own thing, I always sit back. You'll more likely find me in a corner than be negotiating or at least talking to folks, because I get to see everything. And so when people do come and talk to me, like I already have a mindset of like what you involved in. I could tell you're the type of person that's going to talk about others behind their back and various different stuff. Like people talk and just watch and you observe and everything will just open up to you. And a lot of black brothers, we tend to do that a lot. At least some of us. And some folks will come up to me, it's like, you know, so yeah. And then also we have conversations and various stuff. So it's like everybody has their own mindset as far as how they come in the game. And some people come in for the music, some people come in for various other stuff, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But once again, it's just like, if I listened to everything that was out there, I would have never played a Unit Chronicle 100 Heroes. And heck no. No way. No way. That game was so fun. So fun. I don't care if you want to talk to me about Sweet Baby, because as far as I'm concerned, Sweet Baby, like, you know, like all the Johnson and Johnson like lotion on a baby's bottom to make it smooth by a company called Sweet Baby, who tend to incorporate various stuff in there, and I had a lot of fun playing it. Amazing characters, amazing voice acting, great gameplay, good sound, good graphics, good. I loved it.
I need bacteria samples from N Southern Forest, the East
No, they were.
Fence Fountain,
Back in the day,
and
they were.
The center of the infestation in the Northwest.
Not forcing, you know what I mean? I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see it. Okay, I see it. I don't know what that is. I gotta figure out what's going on there. All right. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Bacteria samples from N Southern Forest, the East Fence Fountain, and the center of the infestation in the Northwest. Thank you, and best of luck.
It just stops. It stops and then it resumes. See if I can look at my logs. Okay. All right, so Big Baby don't care about us gamers. They just want to destroy us gamers. Like Sydney Sweetney just released her back. Yeah. Hold on one second. Hold on. Wait, let's take a step back. Let's take a step back real quick. All right, so I'm going to say this. Sweet Baby is not a company that's supposed to care specifically about, like, say, how gamers technically view them. Their job is to consult and go with the storylines. And I had a lot of fun listening to the sounds and everything when it came to Unit Chronicle 100 Heroes. And there was a lot of fun dialogue in there. And my lady Francesca, I loved her. I seriously, genuinely loved her. She's amazing. A chick you don't want to mess with. But a chick, if you got, on the right side of her, she'll set you right.
I need bacteria samples from
N Southern Forest.
East Fence Fountain. Thank you.
All right, so let's go Ian Southern Forest. Now, the whole Sydney Sweetney thing, let's just be real. Okay, should be here, right? Let's go Keena's own house. All right, so what? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hold up. Now, that came, he was cross-dressing, because that's what you talking about, Cloud, right? He was cross-dressing. So, I understand. I seen that. I know, but that was in the game originally. And then they brought out some extra stuff for the remake. But, real talk. The whole Sydney Sweetney thing, I'm just going to be real. It's because dudes are too busy lusting. That's the facts. That's why that whole situation is what it is. She's a fine, pretty lady. She uses her, her sexual, let's say assets and stuff. And she has movies and shown a lot more. I'm aware of the clips that gone out from the scenes that she's taken up. And there's also her saying that she's not going to stop doing nudity scenes. And that's fine. But she has her market. And so
Let's do this.
Her market is a bunch of thirsty people. That probably consists of, obviously consists of men and some women. It's called for what it is. So I ain't going not the person. She's very successful. She, like a lot of people don't care about that stuff. And what mattered is a lot of dudes that sit up there and tell you flat out, I would take that bath water and multiply the amount of so I can get even more bars. So bad, it don't matter what she's gonna sell, bro. People will buy it. That's just it. I'm not a fan, right? Hey, people do their thing, but not somebody I care for. I'm just keeping it real. That's what happens when you get people who are, let's say,
Abandoned ship.
even if it was like a musician or, like an actor or somebody that's well known and they, have a pretty good figure and things like that and very strong sexual presence to them. Like, folks are going to cave and that's just how it is. That's what our nation is, unfortunately. Just saying. But I don't think the whole sweet baby thing is as crazy as people make it out to be.
Here I come.
Okay, let's see if we can get this. Because I don't know if we can hit him with the Santa Mire.
Here I come.
I should do flare, right? Or fire.
What's this?
Give me that key, B. Let me stop. I think that's an iron key. But I still feel like the cloud situation that was always there. So I think people were like are more accepting to it because it was always there. But still, it is crazy though.
Take that.
You're wide open.
It's like music. You'll have people that will go head over heels for Sierra.
Easy.
I'm not a Sierra person. You have people that will go head over heels for Beyonce. I'm not a Beyonce person. You'll have people that will go over heels for a bunch of artists and let's just say some sports figures and things like that. I think who's that one WNBA player that people are sharing like crazy now? Lily Van something, I forget what her name is, but people go crazy for that too. And she's fine too. But that's what it is. I'm telling you, man, these folks come out with a bottle and call it, their personalized bathwater, or let's just say they call it their love nectar. People will buy it. There'll be more than enough people out there that will buy it.
Researcher needed a sample that
I think I could use my money in better situations, but people will most definitely buy it.
Sure did. Let's take some of this.
I would say this, if you're teaching, all right, let's throw this out there. If you're in a class, I don't know what this class would be, because it has to be a gaming class or something like that. If you're teaching a class that Cloud is a trans person, that's wrong because he isn't. He cross-dressed, there's a difference. So if somebody's teaching that and there's verification on it, like there's real verification as opposed to some like conspiracy theory thing, then what that tells me, if it is real, that person didn't play the game. I'm just keeping it real. What that tells me is that person doesn't have knowledge like that. And then I will bring that into question. That also tells me that somebody else in the room probably never played Final Fantasy VII, the original or the remake in sense. And therefore didn't even bother to correct whoever that was teaching it. So that's a combination of things that is really, really bad for the most part. Just saying. He helped Teef out. Yes.
Set sail for
But it's
Fang.
not so serious where it's,
We'll be back.
if you hear it, that's why I always say you can't take everything literally because, once again, like, chances are somebody just took that piece, put it out there, and decided to run with it, and I don't know how far it's gotten as far as, like, how, is authenticity, or how people decide to just kind of take things and just kind of go all kinds of crazy. But, once again, you could kind of tell if somebody played a game or not, and if you're going to teach a game, then I think personally, you might want to. Some folks might want to make sure they could go and re-verify stuff. Just saying. There's another. I got to go to the town of Ian to pick up the last bit. Right. That's all. Gamers are passionate, but they're much more passionate about GTA than they are about Final Fantasy VII. I'm going to keep it real. Oh my God. People are much more passionate about Call of Duty and GTA more so than any other any other thing that's out there. Period. The only other people I would consider to be just as crazy, crazy passionate about something would be Nintendo people. That's it. That's just the way how I look at it. And it's fine that people are passionate, but once again, you can't use racism and bigotry and various other stuff and, xenophobia, whatever this other nonsense we want to keep throwing out there as a means to attack somebody else because it's not, quote, quote, genuine, authentic to the original media. Like, because at the end of the day, they're not even trying to get out here to recreate the original media in the exact way. They're trying to do a reboot or whatever, remaster or something, whatever they want to describe it as. If the goal or intent was to keep everything one-on-one, I think you'll have a different situation on your hands.
Thank you, and best of luck.
Kids are passionate about Minecraft and Fortnite and Call of Duty, believe it or not. But yeah, I just think sometimes you just gotta make sure that we don't come off as looking like some crazies. We don't want to come off looking like crazies.
I need bacteria samples from N Southern Forest.
I think I got that.
The East Vents Fountain and the center of the infestation in the northwest. Thank you.
East Vents Fountain? I got one from here. It's like, I know everybody was talking about the Onimusha, right? That's another one. And I understand that too. And I've seen the change, at least for costumes, but to me, the costumes like irrelevant. I care less about it. My issue would be is, like, if they took Ninja Gaiden and before used to cut off ninjas' heads and stuff like that, and now you can't do it no more, and there's barely any blood and gore or anything that's bloody anymore. I think that's, to me, something I would just be like, okay, this is kind of ridiculous. Costume changes doesn't bother me. No, that's not right. Nobody should be, I think. All right, so here's the facts. I'm gonna take it as far as this. If you are, well, people love to talk about kids all the time, so we'll go there real quick. Kids come in null, right? So they don't have either a light or a darkness attached to them at all. What they learn is through influence by what's been taught in the household and things that are, let's say, around them. And I'm against teaching kids that type of stuff because it's not for the kids to have to worry about.
I need bacteria samples from
Ian Southern Forest, I got that.
East Vents Fountain
In
and
the
the
center.
center of the infestation in the northwest. Thank you.
I'm missing one. So they center the shower scene in Onimusha as well. Okay, so when you that type of stuff doesn't need to happen. That's the stuff that I kind of don't like at all. That's why I draw the line, because it's not that serious. adding some extra fog ain't gonna. Nah, just leave it alone. It's not that serious. You're not gonna get an AO rating for keeping it the way how it originally was. That's what, for me personally, I have a really big issue with. So, center of the main infestation, is it? Where the heck would that even be? I think it's gotta be up in here somewhere. Maybe I have to come back to it. Let's try one more time. Mecha infestation, but it's something else. I'm just gonna try one more time, see what happens. See if I can find something. Yeah, it's just like influences are real, and some people don't naturally get to that place without those influences. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still a firm believer, if that is a pathway that somebody wants to go, I still think that's something, the journey that people should be able to take for themselves. And not something that should be, let's say, convinced to folks that are like under 5 years old or under 7 years old, under 12, like, hey, you're fine, you're good, you're yada yada, all this other stuff. I'm not really the biggest fan of that. And then people wonder why there is a issue with birth rates and various other stuff that's going on around the world with all the money and everything else that's having to be evolved. We are not helping each other in any capacity. But I also am a firm believer when somebody does get to that place and that's exactly where they want to be, folks should be left alone and just be, happy that they're happy and they found their own place. Like, give them some support, him and or her, their support, and just be done with it. Because it's not that serious. We don't lose out from folks deciding to go that side of the boat. Like, the world doesn't lose out. There's too many people out here, good enough folks, and I'm quite confident people would like to have a regular good relationship. Just saying. But that would see Baby or any woke company try to get rid of the hard R sign, sell a blade, and they whine about her sexual costume. Well, I mean, that's fine, but guess what? The developers still decided to put it out there, and guess what? It was still successful. Things happen. Like, once again, like, people can complain all they want, but ultimately, at the end of the day, it comes down to the companies. And if the company themselves decide to go down this pathway, that's their fault. Don't go blaming Sweet Baby. All they do is consult. They don't do nothing else. They don't make the decisions for the companies. That's why I can't stand when people keep going after, like, a consultation company like Super. They don't make the game. They just sit up there and say, hey, this is what we suggest, yada yada. That's it. But ultimately, can't nobody deny the fact that the game like Stellar Blade has been successful. So clearly, ladies in revealing clothing or whatever else is not a detriment to, let's say, somebody's ability to sell their product. And that's a proven fact because of what our nation has always been. And that has not changed. Period. If that was the case, people would be completely against Sydney Sweetie and her nudity swings. I said swings. But that's not the case. People still can't. People will go, I'm dead serious, man. That chick was open for availability. There'll be so many dudes lined up. More dudes lined up for her than they would be lined up for Bonnie Blue. And I can't believe that name came out my mouth while I'm sitting up here streaming. Alright, so we're good. What we're gonna do... Like Eliza Mercande says she would fight someone and she woke as heck. Now, Eliza Mercande, I don't even know who this person is. And why would she fight someone? Like, what you mean by that?
started.
Okay, I gotta figure out where this thing is because I have no idea.
Ooh, scary, huh?
That was nice of me.
Appreciate it.
Time to pull back.
I'm gonna have to look her up because I have no idea who she is. I have no idea who that is. All right, well, I gotta look her up. Let me see. I'll do it on my phone. Because I don't want to mess up my stream. Okay, name is... Akane. Okay, somebody that's an editor at Kotaku. And one of the most prominent gaming and media websites in the world, English literature, language, and linguist. Okay. Well, she also streams on Twitch. And then you have... Yeah, like, so wait, what's her beef anyway? Oh, she a know-it-all person. Like, what do you mean by know-it-all? Like, what does she feels as though... Oh, she a culture writer. So she just writes about culture and stuff. And Kotaku died. I think Kotaku's been having their own set of issues. A lot of people make clickbait articles. But it's amazing how some people don't recognize the difference between some clickbait articles. Look, it's been insane. So her thing was... Crap, I can't even get there anymore. Where is it? Get rid of this. Here it is. Okay, and she's specifically a woke-minded... Okay, sometimes I don't know, but maybe our main thing is I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I gotta go through it and read some of her stuff and see what's going on. I like to reserve judgment until I can actually see. So I'm gonna look it up. I know about that Groom's Clown. I just haven't seen this woman. Not clickbait. All right, we'll see what she has to say. I'll see what she has to say. Look it up later. See what's going on with her.
By the Sensei.
Better fall back.
Yeah, but I might not be the champion of anti-wokeness because the stuff that dubbed is folks like to consider be woke is things that look like this, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. So that's why I kind of feel like folks would probably have a little bit more people on their side if it wasn't a lot of bigotry and some racism stuff and even some things that is xenophobia. Like, I care less if somebody's I could care less if somebody's a fruit basket. I don't give a rat's behind. But what I don't need to be seen is you all up in your business. I don't really care about that. Forget that. I'm happy that you in your own thing. It's not really my interest. I don't care for it. That's why I don't watch that stuff. Like it. But I root for people in their happiness. I'm not going to sit up there and start campaigning that, they make sure they get no spots in the game and no spots and any other stuff. But Is somebody gonna sit up here and then try to turn my Jill on the what? Look, we gonna have a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna have a problem. There's a reason called won't go broke. But the problem is, even with that statement, there's a lot of people still making bank even when they make that statement. Like, it's, once again, and this is one of the reasons why when people say go racist, you lose you lose everything, right? So it's just, look, I'm just gonna be real. That term "go woke, go broke" is so silly to me, and sometimes it just makes you laugh. But it's not. It's never that serious. Never that serious. Chronicle 100 Heroes, and I'll be damned if I would sit up there and not play that wonderful, enjoyable experience because of Sweet Baby was involved. They got this and this. They got this and that. They got this and this and that. And then, like, I played it. It was so fun. And so that's why when I hear those things, go woke, go bro, well, it's probably a good game. Preaching that in Japanese RPGs for the longest. It happens. But I think sometimes folks are living in different worlds, and like I'm trying to understand the world as best as I can. Let me go back here one more time because I have no idea exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I see it like in this and in that, so kind of weird. They didn't look. I don't know if they lied about themselves, and I'm surprised that people have all the information more so than what Ubisoft has it. I think they talked about how many players played on there, or at least how many people was on it. And people like to look at Steam, but last time I checked, Assassin's Creed gets most of his stuff from the consoles. Either way, what can't be denied, and I don't care what nobody say, Assassin's Creed Shadows is a pretty good game. I'm not going to front. It is a pretty good game. People could dislike it or have all their little inside beefs all they want to, but it was a fun game to play, and it didn't have like a crazy amount of bugs that I was expecting, but it had some bugs, but it was fun to play. It's a gorgeous game to look at. The music was pretty nice too. Some situations was like I had a question about it. Outside of that, perfect. Yasuke's story made sense, and especially since I understand and I can relate to certain things, those things kind of hit close to home.
And the center of the infestation in the northwest. Thank you, and best of luck.
It can't be here. It can't be here. East Vents, because I was there. It's not there. And then this one, I was already here. So it's like South Vents. This has to be this. And was already here. And I got the one that was in East Vents, I believe. So now I'm thinking it has to be up here. It's got to be. Either way, let's get out of here. And we'll go straight towards Shadows all day. All day. All day. I'm sorry. Like, I understand people have issues because they have a problem with black man and a Japanese lady being lead characters, but no, that game is good. That was my favorite Assassin's Creed since 2. And 2 was my favorite. And then Assassin's Creed Shadows bumped that. No more of that. No more of the changing history. No more of the foretelling, because they tell you when you start the game, there's that little thing that plays way too many times that people just all of a sudden magically decide to forget about. Assassin's Creed Shadows, like I said in my review, where people actually listen to it, it is a fiction. It's a historical fiction translation based on some real characters that you'll find in the game. But it's mostly a story of fiction. Period. You can have places that you go to that are real, but you can have fabricated stuff. It is not a one-on-one documentary. Like that's not what you're playing. You're not playing documentaries. It is a fictional, historical, fictional game. That's what it is. Assassin's Creed has always been that way. And since people want to talk about changing history, I'm quite sure people have an issue with the very first Assassin's Creed when you had a dude named Desmond going into an animus to go revisit these old spots and stuff. Like, it's not fully history. People talk about Ghost of Tsushima. The people that developed the game, for crying out loud, came out and said, we're not historically accurate ourselves. And people somehow still forget this. Like, I get it. I understand. People have issues. I got no problems. Problem is that folks don't even, I don't know what, nobody at this point can convince anybody otherwise of just the fact that, hey, it's a good game. Play it. It's a good game. Why are people all of a sudden so adamant about it being completely historical accurate, but it was never historically accurate. Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed 4, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Assassin's Creed Revelations, Ghost of Tsushima. A lot of these games are not historically accurate. But all of a sudden, this one game pops out, which is Shadows, and now all of a sudden people care about like being complete history and it has to be one-to-one. Come on now. Yeah, it's cutting in and out. I gotta figure out what the heck that is. Yeah, let's go through that wormhole now. Why is there a barrier there? Now I'll say this. What I have a problem with in Assassin's Creed Shadows, when they decided to do the relationship angle, because the relationship was already there. Like, it's on the freaking box art. It's on the box art. That's all they had to be. Nope, we gotta be you. So we gotta have every single color on the rainbow. So you had Yasuke be with have an option with a lady who lost her husband and a non-binary character, I believe. And then Nawe has a thing where she can choose to be with a dude, regular Japanese local, or some chick, and with some a lesbian relationship. And it serves no purpose. Like, I can't stand those things because it never serves a purpose. All it is just to check a box. That's what I was talking about. Like, when people talk about Yasuke to check a box, no, he doesn't check a box. He's always existed. You can take somebody that did exist and actually give them a different type of story to look at, to think about. It doesn't have to be a one-to-one. That's not checking a box. You're like, oh, it's checking the box, checking the box. No, people have no idea what checking the box is. That makes no sense. What is true about checking a box is when you're incorporating stuff into a game that doesn't add anything. It's just here's a thing for relationship for like lesbians and gays. All right, cool. It doesn't add anything. It's just there, so let's just put it in. Cool, no power, cool, covered. But Yasuke's story is centralized. It's part of the main experience. That's what it is. It should have just been Naoe and Yasuke. And everything that happens in between that story would have gave it so much different dynamic. You could be talking about them the way you would talk about Squall and Noah, Titus and Yuna. But that's why I do like the way how Japanese do tell their love stories. Because ultimately, like throughout the vast majority of the game, is based on those two main individuals, and you have the supporting cast around them. So you're getting more involved into those characters like Jill and Clive. And it's not just something that you walk into, you choose a little thing that's on the box that says that might be a flirty option. Next thing you know, you're all in full-blown relationship. That's all I'm saying.
See ya.
I don't even know what Brokeback Mountain, I don't even know what that is. Like I said, I have no idea what people be jumping into. I typically just mind my business. But I'll say this. All I know is when it came to Assassin's Creed Shadows, once again, to check a box, that's what it was. Because it doesn't add anything to the story. And it never did. Both of those relationships doesn't add anything to the story. But Yasuke's and Naoi's relationship was perfect. That was perfect. They should have ran with that. But that was the issue. Okay, well, guess what? There's gay television shows, I believe. There's other gay movies, various other stuff. Like, it is what it is. People can have their stuff. I got no issues with it. There's no problems. That's me. That's me, because it's not something I'm going to be upset about that exists or not. Like, who cares? People are tired of it. Well, guess what? There's probably people who are tired of seeing nothing but straight people. But they got to deal with it.
Realm.
Well, they don't have that in the Unichronicle 100 Heroes. But people want to know because they probably didn't play it. Just saying. Am I missing somebody?
The entrance is in the machine realm.
The heck did I get myself into?
What's going on?
Okay, I gotta go find robots then.
Scuttled. All the gauges have stopped.
The warp device won't work either. Do you hear that? It's weird. Why isn't anyone moving?
Looks like we're the only ones who can move. It's like time stopped. Great. We're in the Triangle of Calamity.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I'm stuck in this place. But I do love, man. I'm sorry. I think Shadows is amazing. I love Shadows.
Sounds like someone's voice.
There better not be no final boss because I ain't ready. Let me save up. I might be stuck, so I want to be kind of careful as I do this. Say, where was it? I made a separate save. Yeah, I did. All right, great.
What is this?
I'm hearing a voice in my head.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Life. Feeling. Yearning. Death. Confluence. Birth. Everything. Tears. Wrath. Resentment. Love. Unending. Unrising. Immaterial.
I don't recognize it.
Nah, I feel like I'm about to drop a beat. Like, well, excuse me, drop some bars.
There's gotta be more.
So I'm looking at my log files to see if there's like some kind of weird stuff happening. Okay, found a voice crystal.
Let's check out other areas. We may be able to escape.
I'm sorry, man. I don't care. Like, people had a problem with Nawe. She's fine as I don't know what. You couldn't hold me back. Nah, B. If I roll out there and I sing out loud, you couldn't. Nobody could hold me back. I'm sorry. Even Jesus couldn't hold me back, bro. No, there's no way. No way I'll be held back. Nah, she was so fine. It's so fine. I like the story. The vibe about it was great. Yasuke was a dope brother, man. It was really, really nice game. Really nice game.
Let's back her up.
Is this the right switch?
You've got it. I'll handle these controls over here. Hit the switch on my signal. 3, 2, 1.
I wonder, we just stopped, right? We can't do much. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out now. The Triangle of Calamity. Here we go.
I hear all these voices, and they're all Yim.
Yim, your sister?
Aye.
Acts of chaos never ceasing. Rites of order unfettered. All ever shrouded. Life's eternal pageant plays out upon the stage of truth.
Yim.
Did time stop because of her?
Take care, SJ, and thank you so much for stopping by being here tuning in, man. I hope to see you soon. Be easy while you out.
now, what's that?
I don't know.
Time to pull back.
I wouldn't know, but we're gonna see.
Hey now, what's that?
Can't keep this up.
We're gonna see. Okay, I got you. Whatever the reason, it's just doing it over and over again. So I do have a log. Hopefully it gives me some information. I really don't want to have to end stream because I really don't want to have to go through that again. Okay.
Hey now, what's that?
It's getting worse.
That's a new one.
Bring it on.
Miss?
What's going on?
Have a nice trip. You're toast.
Okay, I appreciate. Nah, cause it's I don't know what's going on. I might have to wait before I come back up and stream again. It's getting ridiculous.
thanks necessary.
By the sand sea. Abandoned ship!
One second. Because I might have to. Which I really don't want to do, but I might have to. All right.
By the sand sea.
Can't keep this up.
Yim, are you trying to make me remember?
Zineker?
Yim keeps saying to remember our world.
It would be a good idea to restart again, but
raining. Jas
I don't know if it's
disliked
going to hold
making
up.
it rain upon their new realm, but Yim wanted something to remind her of home. As Vam stepped outside of their palace, he thought back to a day when they'd argued about the rain. Like Yim, Vam was fond of rain. Tiny droplets of water settled on the smooth white walls of the palace as mist slowly spread across the distant horizon. The four of them knew precisely when the rainfall would begin and end. Manipulating the climate of this planet was trivial for them. The world where the two pairs of siblings, Jas and Vam, Taros and Yim, were born was no more. Their old home had been one of beauty, where they lived free from want. That is, until it was destroyed in the heat of conflict. Many who had dwelled there sought refuge beyond their dimension, but only these four found the realm illuminated by the light of God. The discovery of the light made their long and dangerous journey worthwhile. Their joy was unforgettable. The light they discovered was a body of immense energy that held the world together. It was Jas who dubbed it the Light of God. The Light of God shone grand and beautiful, like something out of a dream, vivid yet ineffable. All things imaginable came forth from the Light of God. The four refugees built themselves a palace around the Light of God. They purified their surroundings and filled the world with lush fauna. Through the power of the light, they could bend even the climate to their will. Thus, they built their new home, making it even more beautiful and vibrant than the one they'd lost. As the Light of God reconstructed their home, Jas and Vam were exhilarated.
Surely there's no need to copy our previous home exactly.
Vam paused from construction as he heard a soft voice.
Yim.
Vam laughed, perplexed by her change of heart.
You were the one who wanted to make it rain, just like home.
Vam fell silent before he could finish. He was glad enough to hear Yim's voice.
Don't you think it's odd? This place is not our old home. Why shouldn't we make a fresh start?
If you have concerns, tell Jess. Surely he'll listen to anything you ask.
Oh, why must I seek Jazz's approval?
Vam had no response, save for a shrug and a sympathetic expression. Yim smiled at his awkward face.
No, never mind. We decided together. Jazz found the light. Far be it from me to cause any more conflict.
Yim stood beside Vam and waved her hand across the sky. A magic shield spread out from Yim's hand in an arc, warding off the falling raindrops. Yim's shield magic slowly expanded to cover the two of them. Yim was well trained in such magic as a guardian warrior. She had used her barrier to protect her allies and old home from invasion. The light of God gave the four inexhaustible energy that made anything possible. Theirs were the comforting winds and the rains that watered the world. Flames burned at their behest, and the land grew rich. A peaceful eternity was theirs to enjoy. But their new home differed from the old in one crucial way. The four of them were its only inhabitants. The light of God also helped them see the true nature of their universe. They learned that there existed many realms, each layered on top of one another. Living in close proximity to the light, the four refugees studied each realm as if looking into a miniature garden.
How beautiful.
Yim pointed at the stars visible beyond the clouds. But peering out at their new world through Yim's sparkling magic shield, Vam thought it looked more beautiful than any distant star. Now, compared to the eternal cycle of birth and death among the stars, the conflict that had cost them their old world felt small and pathetic. At times, they felt it as stars born of the light were destroyed. They could hear the souls in perishing realms crying out. Stars are born, and they eventually die.
The four of us all took new bodies and lived together in a new world.
A new world?
A great reckoning ripped our old world apart. Only four of us escaped. We made it to that new world, ruled over by the light of God.
What's the light of God?
An energy source, beautiful and immense.
Yeah, we got another voice crystal. But as far as the stream is concerned, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. So what I'm going to try to do is, I guess, leave my camera off for now and see if that helps. Maybe, I don't know if it's some rendering issue. So let me see if that works, and we'll continue on the game.
Kind of freaky, huh?
Abandoned ship!
All right, so we'll see if that helps. I hope it does help, but I'm not sure. If that's the case, then let's say it's like smooth sailing from here on out, then I can just start seeing what's going on with the camera and see if that actually starts fixing it. Or see what I can do to fix it.
Let's do it.
So far, knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Can't keep this up.
So I do apologize in advance.
Here's another one. More memories of my old world, each more vivid than the last.
Ours is a higher form of existence. Thus, it is our
duty to guide all creation.
Jas, no! That's not for you to decide.
Yim shouted, storming into the laboratory.
Vam, please, stop him!
Jas had prepared to merge himself with the light in an attempt to become a true god himself. Now his plan was underway. An enormous system of tubes connected Jas to the light of God. Yim could only watch as a glimmering radiance she'd never seen before coursed through these tubes, flowing into him. But Jas's body was clearly too fragile to contain the light. He was visibly eroding from the inside. He glared at the light of God in contempt.
So, you would reject me?
Jas growled at the light of God. He pushed harder to merge himself with it, even as his body began to disintegrate.
Accept me! You need a controller. You need a guiding hand!
The light of God...
I have the game, I just haven't never played it yet.
Suddenly, it released a wave of heat with a thunderous roar.
Jas, you're too proud.
I do plan on doing so.
Jas, engulfed by the light, was struck speechless by Yim's sudden words.
We're weak, Jas. We're immature and unfit to meddle with other worlds. If it weren't for the light, we wouldn't even be alive. That's how weak we are. Surely you understand that.
That is precisely why we need this power.
Suddenly, everything vanished into blackness. Only Jas's eyes shimmered in the dark. They burned with the unmistakable light of God.
Vam, stop him!
Yim pleaded over and over into the darkness.
I heard great things about it.
Only reply in a frail voice.
It is too late.
Jas cried out as the light of God unleashed another powerful burst of energy.
Yes, I can feel you becoming part of me.
A great fire began to burn inside his ruined body. He looked up towards the heavens and broke into hideous laughter. The light of God poured out from Jas in torrents, immolating everything around him. As Vam and Taros stood by in shock, Yim reached her hand into the flames, grasping for Jas.
Yim, no! Stay back!
Taros and Vam's cries of warning went unheeded. Yim moved towards Jas and the light of God. Unleashing all of the power her body could muster, Yim slowly moved forward, protected by her shield magic. She made her way through the flames and stopped below the light. She spread her arms to push her shield magic farther. Yim's shield cracked and grew thin as she stretched it wider, until finally it was large enough to engulf the light of God. She held the light above her in a contained oval, rounded like a galaxy. All its light and heat were trapped in a razor-thin membrane of magic. Yim alone stood against the light of God. Her shield magic creaked and convulsed, wrapped around the bursting energy of the light as if to soothe it. Neither Taros nor Vam dared to approach. The tubes connecting Jas to the light of God burned away at last. His limp body fell to the ground. At that exact moment, Yim's arms, which had held the light of God at bay, fell lifelessly to her sides.
No!
Stirred out of shock, Vam ran towards Yim. Yim mustered all the energy she had left and shoved the fallen Jas outside of her shield. She remained inside with the light of God. She gently took it into her arms and held it to her chest.
Yim, no!
Taros cried out to his sister. In an instant, Yim's shield shattered, and the light of God burst forth once more. Yim's body vanished as if she'd melted into the light. She was gone. In response to this final flash, a rumble sounded deep within the planet. A powerful blast of heat swept across the land. The light of God, finally unleashed, burned the new home the four had built to cinders in an instant. Then the light faded away into nothing.
Jas wanted nothing more than to become one with the light.
So he could become more like a god himself?
Right. But he failed. And his failure cost Yim her life. Sorry, Leo. I don't mean to dredge up any painful memories of your own loss.
It's fine. Don't worry about me. This is your story.
And Yim's. Why? Yim, why do I have to remember? What are you trying to tell me by making me relive your death?
Okay, we got another voice crystal. Let's see what we can do. Gotta get more, right? I know, that's crazy. You know, you get a little bit of a dub on here, you can hit a beat. Start laying it out. Gonna announce thyself. Let me stop. We're doing all right, though. It's 41 over here, and I know I'm under leveled a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit with some characters, but we can fix it. It's not too bad. Or end it here says Titus. You know what? It'd be kind of funny if Titus had a. No. I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna say is that 10 is underrated in my opinion. To me, it's still the best Final Fantasy they made. From considering everything, story, music, all the good stuff. 8 is my favorite.
Damn it.
But 10 was, the best made in my opinion. And I feel like a lot of games aren't there at all. It's not too bad though. Yeah. I love this. So I think there's still more that we have to look for.
Hey now, what's that? Abandoned ship! By the sand sea.
You all good, man. Ain't nothing wrong. As long as you're having fun, you're getting through the story. That's what matters. I need to get to a save point, actually. I think one is down here. Oh, look at that. That thing looked pretty interesting. Dang, man, there's a lot of health. All right, let's do flame. Yo, he's in the front of everything. I can't. Oh, here we go. It might have been that. Actually, no. I'm still losing out on some stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. Because I'm actually right now, I'm also recording, streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. All right, so let's just be real. I'm gonna be real. When I first started doing this, when I got this PC, small miniature PC, is a Nook. I could record at 4K. I could stream to YouTube at 1440p. I'm actually streaming at 1440p right now. And I can stream to Twitch at 1080p. I could do all that, no problems, no issues. And then it's been having problems lately, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? And then I know NVIDIA's been having trouble with their drivers for their capture, or for their graphics cards and stuff. So I'm like, maybe that's the issue. I don't know, but all I do know is that maybe that was the case. So I have to figure, because I have the Elgato Cam Link, and so I might have to figure something else out. Because I noticed I've been stuttering, but I don't know. Like when I do a regular recording, I'm not doing anything else. It's fine. So I'm like, what the heck is going on?
What is this?
Death sentence. How do I clear that crap? I have 4 turns?
You're wide open.
I'm gonna try to put a death sentence on me. I could take it out and unplug it, but it won't make any sense. I don't know. I gotta figure out. I have all my content recorded, which ain't much for my Expedition 33 review. I'm only gonna leave it like 5 minutes or so. Just be real quick about it. And I was able to do that like no problems. What's going on? Oh, so you're gonna give me the same god, but just a different. What? And they're all. What? One of them is holy. I bet you.
There. Boom. What's this?
Homie got some beef with me. I don't know why you do, because all I did was start the game.
You're wide open.
What's that?
I was dropping a bit. Like I see it, see some of the stuff. We'll see. It's getting ridiculous. I might have to. Don't want to have to do this, but I might have to switch back to my gaming PC to stream again, and I really don't want to do it. Like it'll be able to handle anything I throw at it for the most part. It's just I got the smaller PC in order to do all my content creation. This is insane. Yo, M-Cent, what's going on, G? Thank you so much for stopping by, being tuning in. How you holding up, B? Ah, yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah. All right, so who needs... Eight more days of school? Wait, what do you mean 8 more days? What, y'all gonna have off or something?
Let's do it.
Hold on, give me 1 sec, guys. All right, cool. My bad. Back. Let's do it. You have college class. You're taking the summer though. Oh, okay. You're substitute teacher, and the semester ends the 2nd week of June. Oh yeah, it's almost that time. I completely forgot about it. I know you're gonna miss those kids, B. Okay. So for streaming, I know right off the bat you're gonna have some frame drops. This is nature of the beast. For me at least, I know it's gonna happen. But I really don't want to go and use my little smaller PC for my gaming stuff. I really don't. So what's your plans for the for your break, B? What's the plans?
Feel the flames.
Think you can sneak me?
Boom.
Hold up. People are going to flash their little Johns on cams. That's what you're saying on MK Worlds? Oh, Mario Kart Worlds. Okay, I know what you're saying. I know people are crazy, but I wouldn't necessarily worry about it too much. At least I will hope, you know, it doesn't get crazy like that. And what you taking up for your college class? So where's E? EC.
You're done.
Alright, can we do guard?
I got you back.
And then we'll do a regular attack. Not one of those big dudes. And Bowser TV and Mario Party? I would say this. Oh man, I don't know what's this crazy need, but maybe maybe keep people confined where these people be at and charge them with a serious crime. Because you're kind of going to be doing this to kids, and it's not cool.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Did you call me?
Let's see what we can do.
Darkness, aid me.
Just hoping people don't get super crazy, but they might.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Engaging lightning attack.
Watch this.
Okay. Nope, it's the internet. Like people say, the gaming world on Modern Warfare 2 is like, I don't know. Like I am kind of tired of I am kind of tired of expeditionists. Yeah, but I don't know. It's hard because you just don't know fully if it's going to happen. I don't know. Jokers could be from Romania. You will have no idea.
Watch out, it's hot.
Right, no idea. Now it's going back down again. Oh my god. Okay. Now I'm seeing what it's doing now. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably the bandwidth. Might have to wait a couple of days because it's really, really low. And the sad part, there's not much going on in my house. Oh, let's see.
What's this?
Error detected.
Feel the flame.
Ow!
Miss me.
It has been raining for a couple of days, but today it's not doing anything. So I kind of do wonder if something happened to the towers or something, but because I have been going up and down. But at the same time, I know I did go over to my threshold. So they might be depreciating me right now. I have no idea. But just before I came on, everything was good. So it's been up and it's been down and it's been crazy. Now I don't get it. My only other option would be is to try my other PC, see if things work out better, but that's less than ideal because my other PC is where I get all my great gaming settings from. Okay, let's see what we can do. We need...
Did you call me? Darkness aid me!
Bring it on.
All I need is my tension up, baby. Let me my tension up, and you won't find out what it feels like to feel this pain. To feel the burn.
I'll end this.
Why that dude done summoned up some weird looking... What the heck is this?
Be gone!
Like, it's good now, which is okay. But it's not guaranteed to be that way. Oh, come on, baby. I would love to get me attention right now.
You're toast.
I'm not sunk yet.
Homie might die.
Here you go.
All right.
I got tension. Somebody about to get whooped. And they all weak against fire? Well, except for the rock guy. Get it. Get it.
I'll burn you to cinders. Solar flare.
Now what?
Stay the course.
Simmer nerve! That's fine. They ain't like me. I ain't like them neither. That's why I wrecked them. Okay, so let me go my growth map. I need one more for desperation. Desperation is really going to help me out in later situations, later events. So I expect this to be very important to my build overall. We're going to unlock Safe Taunt. Then what we're going to do is work our way to building up. Where is it? What is sweet? Okay, not this one. There is concentrate, damage, adjust, concentrate turns, taunt turns, payback, counter. So what I just did was I activated Safe Taunt. So when I taunt enemies, I automatically get into a defensive position. When I take damage, I'm then allowed to counter, which my chances are increased. I don't know about the exact percentages, but counter plus defense counter, since it, increases when I'm defending, which Safe Taunt puts me in a defensive position. So I get the bonuses of this, and I get the bonuses of this. In addition, once I get this, actually I got this. So I get even greater chance when I'm getting damage. So it should be countering almost every time I get hit. Almost. We gotta test it out though. It's not gonna matter when you get into battles with enemies that aren't really affected that much by your taunting. There might be a book or something, so be sure to look for a chest. Okay, great. I got you. Gonna make it happen. Make a dream a reality. Okay, I see some over there in the back. I don't know what that is. About to find out. Wait, there was one other thing too. Let me check on my growth map real quick. Because ease has how many points? 15? So we're going down. I needed the all potion stuff. That was very important. What I like to do, I don't care about the infinite loops though. Still would be pretty cool. Rare drop rate from defeated enemies would be really nice to have. Bounce field, I would not say I care too much. Hyper grenade. Charge bomb damage plus, which I don't really care too much for. Vacuum is pretty cool because, well, for obvious reasons, but I don't know how well it's going to be. Master Scavenger 2, increase the likelihood of picking up an item every turn. I like this half MP, but I don't think it's necessary because I got a lot of money. So let's go with the drop rates. I believe that will be better. And then eventually a hyper grenade. Increases base HP, stat damage, this, and then I don't need the charge bomb. I don't care for it. Might be good over here too. But instead... Okay, I don't got no more. Oh wait, there's one more person. My bad. My homegirl. MP cost reduction, very important. I'll give her 5 and then I'll go down here. Keeping my eye out for the books. I don't know if it's going to be here, though.
Another voice crystal.
Resurrection, a forbidden deed.
I won't leave you like this. I won't let you give your life to protect us. I'll bring you back. I will. I swear it.
She has been gone for some time now. Her body is lost. Is it truly possible for her spirit to return?
Hold your tongue and watch. Our preparations are complete. Now, let us begin the resurrection.
The experiment seemed successful.
Yim!
Taros called to his
RPGs
sister.
are all about the story
Your
for the most
name
part.
is Yim. I am Taros. I am your brother.
Yim?
Better Taros than Thanos.
Yim?
She answered in a hollow voice. After arduous experimentation, they had finally succeeded in resurrecting Yim. But though they managed to revive her body, her soul was lost, burned away by the light of God. Where Yim's heart had been, now yawned a void. Yim's companions stared at her in curiosity. She returned their gaze, but her eyes were missing the spark they once held. It was
Beyond Two
raining.
Souls.
In fact, it had rained
Well, I mean, you
without
know,
end
you got to
since
get
the light of
more
God
understanding of the
disappeared.
story.
Dark clouds shrouded the sky above the charred gray horizon. Vam and Taros followed Yim as she walked through the downpour. The three of them were soaked to the core. But if Yim noticed the rain, or the others walking behind her, she paid them no regard.
Yim!
Taros called out to her, and at last she slowly turned around. Her vacant eyes wandered, unable to focus on Taros and Vam. Instead, they traced the remains of their destroyed palace, finding nothing.
What?
Oh, that's interesting. Like, it looks like,
What am I?
I'm watching now. It's like, it's pretty good.
Yim muttered.
You are Yim. You're my sister, Yim.
But before Taros could continue, Yim spoke again.
No, I am not.
In the distance, thunder roared.
I am no longer Yim. I am nothing, but nothingness itself.
Stars collided and vanished from the sky above. Yim continued to walk through the rain.
Where are you going?
Vam asked, though deep down, he knew that there was no stopping her. Yim answered without turning around.
To the end.
Jas had also decided to hide his heart away where nobody could reach it. Vam knew his brother. He knew that Jas would not, could not, understand. Jas could never accept that Yim, having sacrificed herself to save them, was lost to the void. Taros looked up at the sky. Everything he loved was slipping through his fingers. He thought that the loss of their first home would steel him against such emptiness, but he was wrong. Nothing remained to comfort him, save for the rain that obscured and washed away his tears. But even the rain soon began to weaken. Eventually, the rain stopped, seemingly never to fall again.
Yim's resurrection looked like it went well enough, but inside her, deep down, nothing but a void remained. No soul to speak of.
No soul.
Aye.
Okay, another voice crystal. Is that all? Oh wow, alright, another door. And the last one.
Another voice crystal.
Story time.
And Taros gained more and more speed as they zipped through the energy torrent. Aftershocks from the explosion of the light of God continued to ripple through the realm, occasionally manifesting as flares of energy. Yim and Taros now passed through one of those storms. Yim's shield magic enveloped the both of them like cocoons, protecting them from the flames.
Where are we going?
Taros asked his sister.
To the end.
Yim had never formed such cocoons with her magic before. Perhaps this was a new power, granted by the void that filled her. The cocoons moved them through space rapidly or slowly, depending on their passengers' emotions. Yim's cocoon continued to accelerate. Consumed by the void, her heart knew no fear. Below them, the ruins of the God Realm appeared to flow past at a tremendous speed.
Yim, please stop.
No, I shall reach the end.
Though Yim no longer knew fear, Taros was certainly afraid. No matter how hard he tried, he could not resist his survival instincts. His heart demanded that he slow down. Taros could make his cocoon go no faster. He could only watch as Yim's pushed onward, moving farther and farther away.
Yim!
Taros called out, but she was already moving too fast for his voice to reach her. Yim surpassed the speed of sound, then the speed of her own heart. Yim flew away, leaving everything behind her. No matter how desperately Taros tried to stop her, the fear in his heart held him back. He would never be able to catch up. Finally, Yim disappeared from his sight. At that very moment, Taros thought he heard his sister's voice, but the sounds she made were not words. They were the indescribable cries of a supernova being drawn into a black hole. Yim became the void, and threw herself into nothingness. Long since past the speed of sound, she now surpassed the speed of light. Moving at the speed of impossibility itself, Yim disappeared. As he watched his sister leave him behind, Taros knew this realm could no longer be his home. He would disappear like Yim had, but in a different way. Sealing his painful memories inside a crystal ball, he then attempted to reincarnate himself, though he knew the procedure had only a minute chance of success. Their world was now left to the two who remained, Jas and Vam. As beings of a higher plane, they realized they could become gods of other realms. At some point, the rain began to fall once more. It fell softly and slowly, as if the universe wept for the untold sorrows that would soon occur.
With a void for a heart, Yim had forgotten the feeling of fear, and so she left. She went faster and faster until she was gone.
Gone where?
I may never know. But maybe these crystals are something she left behind, formed from her last lingering thoughts of me, Jas, and Vam, so we can hear them.
That's not all I hear. Whatever that is, it sounds big.
It's coming from the first floor of the engine room. We'd better have a look.
Okay, I got it. Now we have to go down to the engine room again. Well, at least you get the background. We might be coming up to a boss. Can't say we will be, but we might. I just have to go over to the engine room, right? Let's just get down there. Here we go. Before I do this, I want to go and make sure I save.
O Genesis, font of ideals, awaiting the struggle, being
Yeah, I see it.
being. All shall vanish. All shall vanish. The great undoing. The void. Immaterial.
It's all around us. If we're not careful, we'll get sucked in.
Something's coming.
Oh, wow.
No, it can't be. You're Yim.
His sister.
Yim! It's me! I mean, Taros. Oh, it's no use. There's nothing in her but the void now.
Zineker, this is your little sister?
Yes. And no. She's no more than an empty shadow, cast by whatever's left of her spirit.
Are you really willing to fight her?
This is kind of crazy, too.
This isn't Yim anymore. He's just a phantom void wearing my sister's shape. I'll beat that void back with my fists.
Looks pretty tough.
You do it, you do it. Okay, first things first, break blade. And then I don't even know what kind of elements we're going to be dealing with. Good God! All right, taunt.
I can take you.
No effect. Okay, well at least it missed. Okay, not bad, but still.
Crush it. There you go. Yes. Whoa there.
And then we can do taunt again.
Think you can beat me?
No, I think it is. Like I see it's up and down again. All right, let's see. Yeah, now it is. It's getting annoying.
That was nice of me. Nice.
Aw, nah.
Easy. I can take you. Feel the flame. Gotcha.
Okay, he only countered once, which was annoying.
Bring it on.
Ah, she stopped them up?
Miscalculated.
Okay, this is not gonna be good. Okay, so that's why they're there.
We're just getting started. Back in the game. See? Yeah.
She does a lot of damage too. That's gonna be. I think this is the first one I want to have that's probably gonna be challenging.
I don't know when to quit.
The heck am I supposed to figure this out?
So which is the real one?
Hope yourselves.
Not today.
Think you can sneak me?
Oh god.
Gotcha. This is getting ugly.
Yeah, this is why you think for cheats.
Too late.
I understand. Let's see, real quick. Okay, that was kind of whack actually. So, let's see. Battle again. So I thought when we taunt, it gave off the it gave the right one, but it just missed everybody. So I gotta try to. I don't know how we're gonna figure this out.
It's no use. Yes.
This is gonna be interesting.
He's just a felt beat.
Let's see what we can do.
That's a big one.
One, we have an issue with damage dealing, and then two, it's mainly those things that come in. Cause that's we gotta kill them all before they do some real significant damage to us. Let's see what we can do.
Leave this to me.
Barrier all.
Ah, yeah.
And then what I want to do is
That was nice of me. Abilities augmented.
and then taunting doesn't seem to do much,
Think you can
honestly.
sneak me?
It's like I'm guaranteed to miss the first time.
Evaded.
Did you call me?
And then we say crush.
Let's experiment.
got this. Smash him. Miss me.
Okay. Let's see. It's gonna be interesting. We can on again.
I'll cut ya.
And this is the one that's gonna be a problem. So how do we make this happen? Demi. Now let's just try a darkness skill, see what happens. Okay, so they're weak against dark. We have to make sure we kill them quickly. They don't take, bro, there's so much. I don't know, maybe we could just get our defense up and just deal with it that way. Because this is kind of crazy. Their health gotta be insane. I don't think I'm at the wrong level neither.
Ready to engage.
Barrier all.
Deploying barrier.
Now I'm pumped up.
Yes.
Take this. Watch this.
Yeah, I don't know how would you be able to kill all this. And of course I missed one. Yo, Daylight, what's going on, G? Thank you so much for somebody being tuning in. Hopefully you're well. Yeah, that's insane.
I'm not sunk yet. I'm dried up.
So, let me see.
Still afloat.
Reboot complete.
I'm dried up.
Here you are.
Back in the game.
I hear that.
By the same.
Yeah, that's,
sea.
I don't know.
So phantoms produce more phantoms then. Which is the real one?
I don't know. How can you even tell? That whole shifting thing just kind of like didn't really help me. My eyes kind of went out.
Think you can speak me? Blast. I'm dried up.
Some functions have been disabled.
From the item shop in this game?
No fear, Ez is here.
Can we do hyper grenade? Bro, they're so far away, I can't even select them. Yo! How in the world I want to make that happen? I don't understand. There was like a difference in their colors, or not necessarily colors, but maybe like some kind of piece on their bodies. It'd be easy, but expecting you to go through those weird shifts they do. Yeah, I do plan on getting one. Yeah, that's wild.
What's going on?
That's super wild. Let's see. Yeah, it's still pointless.
Here we go.
Reboot complete.
God, she hit so hard. I don't know how I want to do it. I gotta upgrade stuff.
Routine
Because I didn't even upgrade my equipment yet, neither. Yeah, it's just gonna keep happening.
Still afloat?
I'm not done yet.
Yeah, this not gonna work.
Deploying barrier.
Here I go. That was nice of me.
I'll do my best. Ow!
What's this?
Yeah!
Think you can sink me?
Of course, that has no effect.
My turn.
I don't drink beer.
Stay back or you'll get burned. Solar flare!
Why does it do so much damage? Oh my god.
Did you call me?
Didn't I get her revived? No, I didn't. Damn.
Here you go.
This isn't over.
You got me.
Here, all I can do,
Not yet.
and then let's do another one.
Stay calm.
It's payback time.
What is this?
I'm going to use the item this time. I just want to see what our health is.
There.
I don't know. How am I going to be able to tell from that crap? Oh god.
Time out.
Yo, let me switch.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Do a barrier all.
Deploying barrier.
Sweet.
Go middle.
This
And it hits everybody too.
hurts. What is this?
This, oh god, this is crazy.
Here we go.
Not done yet. What is this?
I'm dried up.
It's the crazy man.
Not yet. Gotta do something. For real?
Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna fight. So what happens, I had to be the right one.
What's going on?
Gotta be a better way to tell.
Pain.
Oh my god.
1 in a million. This is getting ugly. Ahoy!
Okay, let me go out and try to see what I can do, because she's level 41, but it don't feel that way. I'm trying to see how I can make this happen. Now, I can do some leveling real quick, but things like desperation won't work. But however, Ease has that bomb that he can use, which if you do 2 turns of it, should be fine. That's what I'm thinking. I might have to level up. And then, is there anything else I can have in here that can increase the damage of my grenades? Trying to think, because I know for Leo, I want his desperation. It's going to make me like suck when it comes to defense, but it'd be fine. Let's see. And I don't feel like I was doing enough countering. Oh man, this is insane. Yeah, we could get the dark element, which would mean she would be really good here. Problem is, what skills do I have that would make be able to take advantage of that? Along an arc, which is getting ridiculous. This along the arc stuff is insane. It's unnecessary. I do need revive too. So I might have to. Yeah, we'll take this off. Put the revive on. And then revive plus. Alright, so let's keep going. I know arrow rain might be good, but this is really ridiculous. Alright, so we're gonna go and try to level up real quick. I also feel like I should go back and try to upgrade my equipment somehow. One more.
Let's get this over with.
Okay.
Have a nice trip. Time to strike.
Think you can beat me?
I think this little guy heals, so we'll take him out first.
Drop your guard. What's going on? Gotcha.
What is there a way to get rid of that?
Have a nice trip.
Gotcha. What's going on?
My man's taking everything under the moon.
You're toast.
What's going on? Eat this.
Come on, baby, give me something.
Have a nice trip.
Take this.
Alright, this is gonna be insane. This battle, I have no idea I'm gonna get through it, but yeah, we'll try the leveling up process first, and then gotta take it from there. Okay, I'm tired of missing.
Feel the flame.
Oh, but you know what? Everybody else can level up besides Leo, I believe. Because I get significantly less experience points. Because I think they're at the same level he is.
Bring it on.
Yeah, they want you to level up. It's gonna be so hard.
That's it. What is this?
No, I got y'all. Come on. They gonna put death sentence on everybody.
Here I come.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is take out these guys. He's gonna make an attempt to.
That's it.
Think you can sink me?
It might not, but for the most part, I do believe it will.
Gotcha. Take this.
It just might not be the same way how people think it's gonna be.
Here goes.
Cause you just still gotta get everybody up to par. And then once again, it's more about what can you do to make it like less of a pain in the butt. That's all. Oh, if you kill the person that puts the death sentence on you, then you're good. Okay.
Bring it on.
Okay. So we can do more.
What's this?
Let's do a fire slash.
You're done.
I think it's gonna be a lot of these guys, these rock dudes with the death sentences.
Bring it on.
I'll tell you though, the stream has been somewhat a lot smoother. I gotta figure this out. This is so crazy. Try this hyper grenade.
What's this?
You're done.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
Here goes.
And these jokers coming in droves. That's all it's gonna be. And then we'll taunt again.
Bring it on.
I need to give an ether. Oh, let's do damage first.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Or no, ice.
Allow me. Freeze right there. I'll put you on ice. Freeze right there.
Gotcha! Ahoy! I'm dried up.
I'll burn you to cinders.
I know it gets some fire elements, but it is what it is. We're just gonna try it. Okay, great. And like I'm back again.
I can take you.
Are you alright?
Nice.
Okay, that's a lot of heal. Too bad it's just not AoE.
Too old for this.
Let's do.
I'll end this. Yeah.
They come back because they like me. This is most definitely not the like I'm looking for. You know, like I'm looking for things that can last a lifetime, not stuff that's built to kill me. Okay, let me see. Shouldn't be that long, but let me say taunt.
I'll take you on. something.
Watch this!
Oh my god!
Be gone.
More?
No need to worry.
To yourself.
Get which one had it. I think it was this one. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work, but wanna try something? No, it was the other one. At least I think it was. Yeah, this guy.
I'll handle them.
There we go. They should have an icon. There's punches. Yeah, this will take a while. Okay, so all that's left is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the enemy sets on screen.
No need to worry. No need to worry.
Watch me! Take that!
Now I'm just going to use my attention because I don't think you can save him.
Let me show you something special. Solar flare. Yes.
Okay. 40, 40, 39. Let me get back here. Use the heal stone. Oh, that's what's up, man. I'm trying to figure out exactly which way I want to go. Oh, this is annoying. Chance to charge in addition to using an action targeting an ally. Okay, I'm going to use one in capsule. And then chance to apply crush when receiving damage from an enemy. At least I got one revive, but this is insane. Alright, hold on, let's do this. And then just in case. 3 on that. And then what else you can do? Recovers a small amount of HP when using resist. Now, this might be more important to pick up. But I don't know if I can survive until then. Yeah, I feel like the skill tree could have been used earlier. But once again, these battles, you know, when you get down to this point, it becomes more about this than leveling. That's why they try to limit you. Now, in order to solve this issue, you could go to a place that has higher level enemies. And you could fight there and then come back. And then you'll be obviously stronger than the boss. That's one other option. But eventually, that's not going to matter too much. So, if I could find 10, get this dark matter, she could be the one to use her tension skill because the enemy is weak against the dark element. So that is something I can think about doing. Let's see. Please take this off. Take this off, this off. And then we got 12. Put that on. So we can build up and then hope. It'll be all right. I would love to say more curing capability. But I think we can use her and ease. Ease for recovery and her for the buffing. Something like that. We can kind of split the... We'll figure it out. I'm going to charge it. Let me check my equipment. And mind you, I haven't made upgrades. So that's one other thing that I can end up doing. Materia Breaker attack kills. Increases attack power based on the cumulative number of enemies defeated. So basically, I kill more enemies with her. I could probably increase this in amazing amounts. That's what I'm thinking. But you can't even upgrade this. So we'll just go with that for now. We don't have any other fire resist, doesn't matter. More like earth resist is something that she can do. Petrify wouldn't matter here. What is her evasion? Evasion is 40. We'll try that. It's more like defense stuff that's down. So I can try the earth resist, see if that helps. What's survival cast? Okay, so what I'm going to try to do, element of weakening, no, I'm not really. We'll go earth resist 3. Now I got to make sure he can stay alive too, so we're going to take this speed gain out as well. He's going to have an earth resist 2. HP up is 4 is fine. Okay. Now let me go back and save, and then we're going to try this battle again.
That's it.
Oh, Genesis. Font of ideals.
Oh, Genesis. Matter of fact, but the stream has been better since I turned the camera off, right? I mean, with the occasional drops, but not like when everything was on.
Him? It's me. Oh, it's no use. Yes, she's no you, Diane. It's just a beat.
Looks pretty tough.
Okay, so first things first, let's just instead prioritize getting a little bit of. Think so? Okay. I want to see what I can do for tomorrow if I'm able to come in. And then we're going to say guard up all. We're actually not switch them out. Put her in.
Allow me.
And then do a break.
Let's experiment.
Okay. I'm not going to taunt because it hasn't worked the way how I would like it to. But we'll put up an iron wall for everybody.
It's showtime.
We've got them now.
Then what I'm going to do is switch them out.
Ready to engage. Barrier.
Ready to respond.
That's fine.
Into the abyss.
Is she weak to holy? Let me see something. She has no weakness.
Barrier.
Ready to respond.
Like, it's crazy because you can't. Wait, hold on, let me see something. I don't have vacuum, right?
All right.
No, I don't. Hyper grenade.
Have a nice trip.
And I swear these things don't do nothing. Nothing at all.
Do or die time.
Parameter boost. Evaded.
We could technically put up another barrier. But these guys are weak against darkness.
Barrier.
Nice. Feeling good. Ow.
Have a nice trip.
Them things are still alive, man. I'm like automatically dead now. How much HP do they got?
Already?
That's a nuke. That is insane. That's actually worse than the van fight.
Him? Yes, she's no
I'm trying to figure out what ways can I handle this without getting destroyed. And it's literally DPS stuff, because I don't know how much HP those things have. It's gotta be like 7k. Gotta be. Here.
Here goes.
Thank me later.
Drop it.
Allow me. Here, take this.
Sweet. Feel better yet?
Ah, that's brisk.
Trying to figure out what we can do.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Barrier.
We've got them now.
I'm not holding back.
She can't be blinded, nor silenced, nor put to sleep, nor poisoned.
Here you are.
I appreciate it.
Hold on, let's do this too, because I gotta see what the HP is. Because if that's the case, there's no way I can do this.
Eat this.
8k! And then weak against darkness, strong against holy. You can blind them. Oh my god, this is BS. Let me see. There's no way. No legitimate way I can do this in my current state. She's 44. Yeah, I would probably have to run away, go to a separate location, grind up a couple of levels. There has to be enemies that are above me. Then come back and then see if I can actually do it. But, because there's no way I can do 8k damage in one turn. Unless, bam, I put on desperation. But then I'll be subjected to a bunch of attacks. It's okay to have cheats. No. I ain't do it. It's okay for other people to have cheats for Journey. It doesn't really do for me. So, yeah, this is one of those things where you're going to end up being stuck, and I have to come back to it, because all that's going to happen is, unless my attention gauge gets faster, like really fast, this is going to be impossible. Because I'm just going to get right. I can't kill these things fast enough. If I could kill them fast enough, her damage won't be that much. It'd be like 3k. But with these things here, the last one, it was 65. So yeah, like this is not, most definitely not going to pan out the way I wanted to.
Into the abyss.
Unless at the end of this, somehow I can magically get this barrier up. That 65k goes down to, I don't even know what it is. Let's see what we can do. So barrier all right.
Ready to respond.
We have slight defenses up. We can put up another set. Take a look at this, see what happens. So I should be able to survive with at least 2k. Yo! Yo! That's defense up and barrier. Oh my god. Okay, that's insane. There's no way no way we can do this. Not right now. Not right now. I mean, maybe attack down before she does it. But she's doing too much damage. She's got those things that got 8k HP each. And there's nothing I have in my inventory that's going to help me with this. So return to checkpoint. Alright, cool, gold. So what I'm going to do is save here. And this one I'm going to mark it for the end for tonight. Sorry for the short stream and all the delays. I will be back tomorrow. And I'll try to figure out how we're going to make this happen. Or I can just go and do something else and then come back later. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, Matt, love to you guys. Make sure you take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And don't get too crazy into the crazy side of the news. And I will catch you again soon. Hopefully if my internet don't go super crazy or whatever going on. Good night, everybody. Thank you once again.